Welcome to the world of professional wrestling, a bizarre and captivating blend of athleticism, theatricality, and good old-fashioned soap opera. It's a place where reality and fiction intertwine, creating a spectacle that is both mesmerizing and mystifying. Where else can you find muscle-bound titans battling for championship gold, storylines that would make a daytime drama blush, and fans who live and breathe every body slam and piledriver? The energy is palpable, the excitement is real, and the drama is never-ending. Yes, friends, it's the WWE, a global phenomenon that has captivated audiences for decades. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a multi-billion-dollar empire, WWE has become synonymous with larger-than-life entertainment. But behind the glitz, glamour, and pyrotechnics lies a darker side, a world of shocking scandals, bitter rivalries, and tragic events that have left an unforgettable mark on the industry. It's a world where the lines between reality and performance blur, often with devastating consequences. For years, whispers of controversy have circulated within the WWE. These whispers have grown louder, revealing a side of the industry that many fans never see. From allegations of drug abuse and backstage power struggles, to the intense physical and mental toll on the wrestlers, the darker aspects of WWE are as dramatic as the storylines they portray in the ring. To tragic accidents and criminal investigations, the stories that have emerged from behind the curtain paint a picture of an industry grappling with its demons. These incidents have not only affected the wrestlers, but have also left a lasting impact on their families and fans. The stories that have emerged from behind the curtain paint a picture of an industry grappling with its demons. These are not just stories of wrestling, they are stories of ambition, betrayal, and the human cost of fame and fortune. The sacrifices made by these athletes are often overshadowed by the spectacle of the show. These are not just stories of wrestling, they are stories of ambition, betrayal, and the human cost of fame and fortune. The emotional highs and lows experienced by the wrestlers are mirrored by the fans who invest their time and emotions into the sport. In this exposé, we'll delve into the heart of the WWE's most shocking scandals, peeling back the layers of spectacle to reveal the truth behind the headlines. We'll explore the real-life drama that unfolds behind the scenes, away from the bright lights and roaring crowds. We'll explore the steroid trial that rocked the industry in the 1990s, a trial that brought to light the widespread use of performance-enhancing drugs and raised questions about the health and safety of the wrestlers. The tragic deaths of Owen Hart and Chris Benoit, two events that shook the wrestling world to its core and sparked debates about the physical and mental toll of the sport, and the controversial falls from grace of icons like Hulk Hogan and CM Punk. These stories highlight the pressures and pitfalls of fame, and the sometimes harsh realities faced by those who reach the pinnacle of the industry. We'll also pull back the curtain on the backstage politics and power struggles that have shaped the WWE, examining the influence of its enigmatic chairman, Vince McMahon. His vision and decisions have been instrumental in the rise of WWE, but they have also been the source of much controversy. So, grab a steel chair, settle in, and prepare to be shocked, outraged, and maybe even a little bit heartbroken as we unravel the dark side of the WWE. This journey will take you beyond the ring into the very heart of the industry's most guarded secrets. The 1980s and early 1990s were a boom period for professional wrestling. Hulkamania was running wild, captivating audiences with Hulk Hogan's charisma and larger-than-life persona. His matches were not just athletic contests but grand spectacles that drew millions of viewers. The Ultimate Warrior was electrifying crowds with his frenetic energy. His entrances alone were enough to send fans into a frenzy. His intensity in the ring was unmatched, making every match an unforgettable experience. Larger-than-life characters like Macho Man Randy Savage with his flamboyant outfits and iconic catchphrases, and Andre the Giant, whose sheer size and strength made him a legend, became pop culture icons. They transcended the wrestling world, appearing in movies, TV shows, and commercials. But behind the muscle-bound physiques and superhuman feats of strength, a dark secret was lurking: steroids. The pressure to maintain peak physical condition and outperform competitors led many wrestlers down a dangerous path.
In 1993, the wrestling world was rocked by a steroid scandal that would change the industry forever. Headlines blared the shocking news, and fans were left in disbelief. The scandal sent shockwaves through the industry, shaking the very foundation of professional wrestling. Fans who had idolized these larger-than-life figures were now questioning the integrity of their heroes. The United States government indicted Vince McMahon, the mastermind behind the WWE, then known as the WWF, on charges of distributing steroids to his wrestlers. This was a monumental moment, as McMahon was not just a promoter, but the face of the company. McMahon, facing potential jail time and the collapse of his empire, vehemently denied the charges, claiming he was unaware of any widespread steroid use within his company. He maintained that he had always promoted a clean and fair competition. The trial that followed was a media circus, exposing the dark underbelly of the wrestling world and the lengths to which some performers would go to achieve success. The courtroom was packed with journalists eager to report every detail. Wrestlers, both past and present, were called to the stand. Some admitted to using steroids, revealing the pressures they faced to maintain their physiques and performance levels. Others remained tight-lipped, either out of loyalty or fear of repercussions. The prosecution presented evidence of widespread steroid use within the WWE, alleging that McMahon had not only condoned, but actively encouraged the practice. Documents and testimonies painted a grim picture of the industry's dark side. The defense countered by arguing that wrestlers were independent contractors responsible for their own choices and actions. They portrayed McMahon as a visionary entrepreneur who had built an entertainment empire, not a drug ring. They painted a picture of McMahon as a visionary entrepreneur who had built an entertainment empire, not a drug ring. His contributions to the world of sports entertainment were undeniable, and his defense team worked tirelessly to clear his name. After a lengthy trial, the jury ultimately acquitted McMahon on all charges. The verdict was a relief for McMahon and his supporters, but the trial had left an indelible mark on the industry. However, the damage was done. The scandal had tarnished the image of professional wrestling, and the industry would never be the same. Fans were left with a sense of betrayal, and the trust that had been built over decades was shattered.
Few events in professional wrestling history have generated as much controversy and debate as the infamous Montreal Screw job. This incident has been dissected and discussed by fans, wrestlers, and analysts alike, becoming a pivotal moment in wrestling lore. This real-life betrayal, which unfolded during the 1997 Survivor Series pay-per-view event, exposed the blurred lines between scripted storylines and genuine backstage animosity. It was a moment that revealed the often hidden tensions and politics that exist behind the curtain of professional wrestling.
At the center of the controversy was Bret the Hitman Hart, a Canadian wrestling icon and reigning WWE champion. Hart was not just a champion in the ring, but also a hero to many fans, especially in his home country of Canada, where he was revered as a national treasure. Hart, who had signed a lucrative contract with rival promotion WCW, was scheduled to lose his title to Shawn Michaels, his real-life nemesis, in his final WWE match. The tension between Hart and Michaels was palpable, both on-screen and off, adding an extra layer of drama to the unfolding events. However, Hart was adamant about not dropping the championship to Michaels in his home country of Canada. He felt that losing the title in front of his fellow Canadians would be a dishonor, and he was determined to leave WWE on his own terms. He proposed alternative finishes, but McMahon, fearing that Hart would take the WWE Championship to WCW and damage his company, had other plans. McMahon's concern was not unfounded, as the wrestling world was highly competitive, and losing a top star like Hart to a rival promotion was a significant threat.
In a move that shocked the wrestling world, McMahon, along with Michaels and others, conspired to double-cross Hart. This decision was made in secret, with only a select few in the know, creating an atmosphere of deception and betrayal. During the match, as Michaels put Hart in Hart's signature sharpshooter submission hold, McMahon ordered the referee to ring the bell, even though Hart had not submitted. The premature ringing of the bell was a clear signal that the fix was in, and the audience was left in stunned silence. A stunned and betrayed Hart, realizing he had been cheated out of his title and his final WWE moment, spat in McMahon's face and stormed out of the ring. This act of defiance was a powerful statement, capturing the raw emotion and sense of injustice that Hart felt in that moment.
The Montreal Screw job sent shockwaves through the wrestling industry, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. It was a watershed moment that forced fans to question the authenticity of what they were watching and to reconsider the nature of professional wrestling itself. Fans were outraged, accusing McMahon of betraying one of the most beloved figures in WWE history. The backlash was immediate and intense, with many fans feeling a deep sense of betrayal themselves, as if they had been personally wronged by the actions of McMahon and his cohorts. The incident left a lasting scar on the WWE, forever changing the way fans viewed the business. It marked the beginning of a new era in wrestling, one where the lines between reality and fiction were more blurred than ever before, and where the behind-the-scenes machinations were as compelling as the in-ring action.
Section 4. Owen Hart's Fatal Fall, a tragedy that shaded a legacy. On May 23, 1999, the wrestling world was struck by tragedy during the WWE's Over the Edge pay-per-view event.
Owen Hart, a beloved wrestler and younger brother of Bret Hart, fell to his death during a stunt gone wrong.
Hart, who was being lowered from the rafters of the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri, plummeted nearly 80 feet when his harness malfunctioned.
The horrifying incident unfolded live on pay-per-view, although the live audience watching on the WWE network was unaware of the severity of the situation.
Commentators made light of the situation, assuming it was part of the show. It wasn't until later that the tragic news began to circulate.
The WWE, facing widespread criticism for its decision to continue the show after the accident, eventually reached a settlement with Hart's family.
Hart's death had a profound impact on the wrestling industry, leading to increased scrutiny of safety protocols and a re-evaluation of the use of high-risk stunts.
The tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the dangers inherent in professional wrestling and the human cost of entertainment.
Section 5. The Chris Benoit Tragedy, Unmasking the Darkness Within. The wrestling world was rocked by tragedy once again in 2007 with the double murder-suicide of Chris Benoit, a former WWE champion, his wife Nancy, and their 7-year-old son Daniel.
Benoit, known for his intense in-ring style and troubled personal life, strangled his wife and son before taking his own life.
The gruesome discovery sent shockwaves through the wrestling community and beyond, raising questions about mental health, steroid abuse, and the pressures of life in the spotlight.
Benoit's autopsy revealed that he had high levels of testosterone in his system, as well as evidence of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE, a degenerative brain disease found in individuals who have suffered repeated head trauma.
The WWE, facing intense scrutiny and public outcry, distanced itself from Benoit, removing all mentions of him from its programming and website.
The Benoit tragedy remains a dark chapter in wrestling history, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of mental health awareness.